I'm doing good. I ain't gonna keep you too long, man. I'll keep you too long. You do know you are trending right now, sir. Are you aware of that?
No, I'm mid-tier, so I don't really know. I don't know what that is, but I'm just enjoying this cookies and milk, man.
Listen,
You know,
before we talk battle rap, right? I just want to ask you this. Can you clarify, let's clarify for the audience, where did this thing happen when you hustle that? Where did that start from?
3 years ago when whenever Danny and Rock battled,
Mhm.
sorry, I did a blog about it yesterday, but I accidentally said a word that demonetized me and warned my channel, so I deleted the video. But when Danny and Rock had battled, I had made a tweet that Danny was beating the shit out of Rock, but there were
Right.
people behind him that were kind of getting in the way, like kind of overreacting and basically just saying, Danny is doing his thing, just let him do his thing.
Mhm.
Hustle had misread it as I was that I was hating on Danny and
Right.
saying that he was gas. So she shit all over me in a post the day of that battle, and I had corrected it. I'd corrected her. I didn't really say anything crazy to her. I was just like, yo, you misread the tweet, Hustle. I'm actually like complimenting Danny. This isn't a hating blog. You know what I mean? This isn't a hating tweet towards him. And then since then, she always just kind of pop shit about me, and I don't really care too much about it
Mhm.
because I don't know her and I don't really care at all. But then, at Lightwork when I battled Sharon, she had battled Sheet Happens, and there was a situation where I was talking to Easy the Block Captain outside, and she was in a shuttle van like 10 feet away screaming Easy's name over and over and over again, basically trying to interrupt the conversation that I was having with him. She
Mhm.
didn't want him talking to me, so she was just really loud purposely to try to like blatantly interrupt our conversation to the point where I had to tell Easy to just like, we'll just talk later. You know what I'm saying? Like, go talk to Hustle. And, I could hear her like, don't talk to him. Like,
Right.
internet disrespect, in
Mhm.
person disrespecting me, like all from a tweet that you misread. I cleared it up. You didn't give a shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Just did a podcast with Fonz, and she was under
Mhm.
the podcast, like telling people not to watch it, like just talking shit. And then Final Exam came out yesterday, and after 3 years trollingly, I'm like, you know what, let me troll the predictions, and I said Eunice 9-0.
Mhm.
And then that is what I mean, it's hard to believe that is what
Mhm.
sparked everything, but
Right.
I mean, she is who she is, and she's known for it. So,
Mhm.
I'm not surprised. But yeah, that's how it started. It started out of thin air, basically.
Mhm.
On her end because she's immature.
Whoa. So that brought on yesterday's that back and forth, you guys. Let me ask you a question, man. We're both men here. We both have what ladies and stuff. And
Right.
you're a battle rapper, so you gotta take things under the chin way more than I do, right?
Yeah.
But as a dude that got a woman also, how does your lady deal with shit like this, bro?
It's hard for her. It's difficult for her. She's not a fucking battle rapper. She's not a battle rapper. She don't talk shit to nobody. She don't talk about anybody. Even on stage with it, like I personally don't care. She cares more than I do, and
Right.
that makes me care about it,
Of
right?
course, of
Because
course.
you want peace in your house. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to have to be your significant other's 70% because they're at fucking 30. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So like
Mhm.
I like to have peace and balance in my house. So yeah, when it's just unwarranted, I get it, we get it, and she doesn't. Her whole thing is she doesn't need to get it. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Because there's times where Sharon and other people, they come up to us when we're in the venue and they're so fucking friendly, and then it's like you dog her, and then they'll try to like buddy with her after, and it's like,
That's
no,
weird, right?
fuck
That's kind
you.
of
Like
weird.
I don't. Right. And like me as the battler, like I'll tell her, like, yo, like, this is just what it is. And she's
Right.
like, but I ain't a fucking battler. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't sign up for this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's yeah, it affects her, like as it should. And
As it should. As it should.
especially something like this, you know what I'm saying? Where it's just like nobody was even fucking talking to you. I didn't even say her name. I ain't tag her or nothing. Like just cornball shit. And then I don't even consider it a back and forth. I don't even consider it back and forth. I think I killed her, and
Mike,
then
you kind of
and
wild.
then
You
I
got
and then I walked away, and then you kept playing with me. So after 50 times of you tweeting about my wife's pussy, you know what? When you put energy out there in the world, it comes back to you. And it came back to me at 2:30 in the morning with an anonymous source saying, you know what? Blow this bitch up. Blow her the fuck up. Here's some shit. Here's some real shit, real screenshots, real fucking people writing for her. Do with it as you wish. You know what I'm saying? So, that shit fell into my lap, and I challenge anybody to question the validity of those two, because I'm not her. She photoshops shit, and she does fake images and fake this and fake that. Those screenshots are real. Those screenshots are very, very real. So
you sure about that, Mike? You sure?
100%. Somebody check it. Fact check it. Take a look at the images. Try to, you know what I mean? I trust me. And if she wants to keep playing, I could keep going. I'll put it at that. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to play that game, I'm not a messy person. I'm not a messy person. But if you want me to be, we could dance. We could dance for sure, especially with a fraud artist that don't even write her own shit. And she been known for that. So it's not like I'm not the whistleblower. She been known for having shit written for her. She's been talked about when it comes to that. So, I'm probably just the first person to drop the actual proof.
Why did you leave the spaces?
I don't want to hear her voice. I don't want to hear her fucking voice. It's a woman that's disrespecting my wife on severe levels. I don't want to hear her talking. It makes me nauseous.
She said, because I know you left, can you provide who's her writer to her? Maybe not to the public, us.
Can I provide her writer to her?
Yes.
No. It's her writer. She could talk to her writer. If she wants to put names out, then she could put names out. Listen, I kill and then I walk away. Kill and then I walk away. The more I sit here and I dance with this topic and this and that, it takes away from the validity of whatever message I'm trying to get out. That shit is real. Okay. And I will say this. I'm not going to say no names because, like I said, I'm not like that. I don't like getting involved. I don't like dragging people in, but there are certain people in the game that type a certain type of way. Okay. And if you looked at one of those screenshots, it's pretty damning as to who it is. It's actually fucking obvious. Very, very obvious who wrote for one of her battles. Very. And I'll keep it at that. You know what I'm saying? He got nothing to do with this. I feel bad for even, you know what I'm saying? Like, but whatever, right? You fuck with my family outside of battle rap. We could get messy. It's all good.
So let me ask you, what do you say to somebody who listens to you right now and say, Mike, you're not a messy person, but are you doing this because how Hustle was acting towards your lady and everything? So now you're throwing smut on her name? What if somebody says that to you?
I mean, yeah.
Like,
this is a red velvet cookie. It's so delicious.
Oh my God, you're fucking with Mike. But Mike, are you all right? How real? She said she hasn't been on Facebook in a hot minute. What do you say to that? I'm only telling you what she said.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about anything she has to say. I don't. You violate me, and it's not even like. Where's even the messiness, right? Like, you talk about my wife's pussy 100 fucking times. You call me every name in the book, and I expose you for having ghostwriters. How messy is that? Is that me? I'm not even giving her the same energy back because I can't. I'm a grown man. I don't talk like that to women. I don't talk about women like that. I'm not gonna call her things like crazy. I don't care for that corny ass shit. I called her lame. I called her a loser. I called her a cornball. Yeah. I'm not gonna violate even more on that. You know what I'm saying? Because then it just, that is not me.
You didn't call out her name. You didn't call out her name. You didn't call her the B word. You didn't do none of that.
No, nor would I. I'm not gonna call a woman a bitch. I don't. Absolutely. That is not me. No matter what you're doing, no matter what she's doing, she's putting out all these fucking things that I could obviously go off. I'm 34, bro. I'm a grown ass man. I have like morals. I have morals. I'm not a child. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna do that.
Let me go ahead with you. So what do you say to this? If somebody says this, that okay, Mike, Y'all had a war word yesterday. 24 hours later, now you dropped a bombshell
Yeah.
on the culture and
Yeah.
everything like that. How valid is that? Like, with how you know what I'm saying? Just to throw a bomb like that the next day, Mike. Like,
Yeah.
boom.
You're welcome. You're welcome to anybody she ever battled. She's a fraud. She ain't no rapper. And like I said, I called her out for a battle yesterday. Scratch that. I would never in my life battle somebody that has shit written for them. Never in my life. So you could scratch that. I don't do handicap matches. I don't do
So
handicap. I'm a
yesterday,
20-year writer, rapper. Never had a fucking person write a single bar for me in my life. I would never battle somebody like that.
So, Mike, prior to yesterday, you would have battled or thought about battling Hustle. Is that what I'm hearing, right? But then,
Yeah, that's like yeah. It was like my only route to like possibly stop her from going on these crazy routes. But she does that with everybody. I mean, she's super violated just about everybody that gets into the slightest argument with her. So it's not like I'm even like a special case. That was kind of like a I'm off this, but if you want to battle, then we could. And then I stopped getting off of this when I got certain messages. Like I said, bro, you put certain energy out in the world, you would be surprised how many people will reach out to you and give you things that are damning when it comes to that same person that is sitting
as
here
a
just
blogger, even as a blogger, I can attest to what you're saying. That is a fact.
Yeah, 100%. You put that type of energy out in the world, you get it right back. And welcome.
Did you see Coffee's tweet?
No, I think Coffee has me blocked.
Oh, okay, she does. She kind of like was kind of alluding to what you're saying, that she kind of wrote this and everything like that.
Listen, listen, it's just Coffee 3-0, Verb 3-0, and I can say more names. Okay, so we're just, like I said, keep it at that. Leave me alone.
But are you expecting Hustle to leave
me alone?
This Hustle to leave this alone?
I don't even care. I have her blocked, so it's not even like, even if she was continuing, I'm not like another reason why I jumped off the space, besides listening to her voice that made me sick, is like the whole, like, it's a show to her. It's a show to her. So when she gets online, so when she hops into spaces and she's like 1:30 p.m. Eastern, I'm gonna go live on my channel and I'm gonna say some shit. I'm gonna expose you and I'm gonna do this and it's just so like, this is not even what I don't care. It's just, it's annoying. It's so crazy, clout. It's just it's a hell of a drug, and attention is a hell of a drug. And I never really cared for it. But like, wow, it's insane to see. It's insane to see.
Wow, that's whoa, Lord.
So, how you doing?
I'm doing real good, sir. Let's go here real quick.
Good to hear.
Trenches, you and Rosenberg, right?
Yeah.
Did you expect to have a dog fight the way you guys had a very fire? And real quick, before I want to say this, Averb was giving you a lot of props today before you pulled up in a circle. And you know what's funny though?
Oh, really?
When I speak to your contemporaries and your name get mentioned and they talk about just terms of rapping,
yeah,
you get kudos from a lot of your peers, brother.
Some of the best in the world, man. Yeah.
Ace is talk good to you about me.
Real recognize real.
Yeah, I've had a lot of dudes when your name is mentioned. Mike is that guy.
And shout out to Verb. I mean, we had like a really miscommunicated back and forth like about a year ago that was just, Gerald, shout out to Gerald McCoy, man. Gerald McCoy reached out to both of us and was just kind of squashed it. Shout out to Verb, man. Shout out to Verb. Man. He's a goat.
You and Froze, man.
Yeah, I mean, dude, incredible. Of course, I expected the war, but I also expected the win. The material that I wrote, I knew how good it was. I thought not only was it performance of the night, I think it's one of the best performances of the year. I think my first round is one of the best rounds of the year. My third was ridiculous. Second was good as too, but it got trumped by how good Rosenberg's second was. I mean, that is one of the top battles this year. And I mean, dude, it was a dream situation. I dreamed of it being tied 2-2 coming into, you know what I mean? I wanted it to be Philly 2, New York 2, and I wanted to take it home. I wanted to take it home for Long Island, New York.
Hey, listen,
516-631 Long Island. Strong Island. How about that,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
guys?
Listen, I feel like you and Froze have a newfound respect. I say you guys didn't have prior, but it
Yeah.
seemed like after the battle, because every time Rosenberg talks about you, it's cool. Like a lot of kudos sent your way, and vice versa with you
Right.
also. When I heard you speak about the battle, though.
I talk to him. I speak to him regularly now.
That's my guy.
You know, it's just we have a lot of we have a lot of similarities too. I mean, you know,
Wow.
from our trajectories in battle rap, we both, you know, started coming on the rise as far as YouTube channels and stuff like that, and we got some things in the works as well. You know, to be announced probably when I get back from Toronto. We're gonna announce something really cool going on between us. And yeah, man, he's a great dude. I envy styles like him. That nonchalant where you don't have to, you know, I go so over the top trying to be intricate and do things like that. And when he says, you know, Stu talking about video game bars, that's how the goose do it. You know how I know that shit corny, Mike? Because you do it. Like, shit like that is just, it's so, you can't not respect it, especially when it's right in front of you. You know what I mean? So I already had respect for Rosenberg, but my respect grew tenfold after the battle, for sure. And he's a good dude, man. He's a really good dude.
He's a good dude, man. Both y'all are good brothers, man.
Thank you.
Are we expecting you to be on Trenches again? You should be getting a phone call.
I don't know, man. I would absolutely love to be. I got
How was the vibe, Mike? How was the vibe in Philly? How was the?
It's great. It was great. It was great. It was one of the
best. My guy was moonwalking.
Dude, you know what's crazy? I did not hit that. I did not hit that moonwalk. That shit. It looks. I knew I was gonna be chest up. You know what I'm saying? Right. So like, it looks like I am gliding, but yeah, it was a little sticky on the floors. But yeah, dude, I would love to be in Trenches. I'm not sure because I know the last Trenches. I think it was all Philly, so I don't know if that's gonna be the vibe. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Trenches is gonna be like a theme based thing where it's every artist from Philly. But I mean, Easy knows I'm with it. I got a battle this week. I got Don Marino at the end of October. We actually just booked another one in December, which is gonna be a banger. I can't announce yet, or the league. I don't want to say the league because I'm not, no contracts has been sent out already. But yeah, man, you know, next year, I don't know when the Trenches is, but you know, next year I'm sure I'll be open for it. Always. Easy, you know, good people, great hospitality when I was in there, took care of me. You know, it was a dope experience.
Are you looking forward to King of the Dot? Blackout 8? Are you looking forward? I just interviewed Ilmac a couple of days ago, man. That's my guy right there, man.
Yeah.
He threw kudos your way also, Ilmac. You threw kudos your way. It's funny.
I love Ilmac, man.
3 days ago. Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah, I fuck with Ilmac. Yeah, of course, man. Of course, dude. You know, it only feels right. It feels right to spin the block on King of the Dot. Yeah, we would. Yeah, that would be that would be a crazy battle. And I guess now it's like something that could actually happen. You know what I'm saying? With me just kind of being wherever I want to go. Of course, I'm excited for Blackout. It just feels right to, you know, I want to be on King of the Dot as many times as I possibly can. You know, and it's just dope, man. Toronto was another like great experience, and yeah, it's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be crazy.
The number one question, of course, URL. You guys, where you guys at right now? You know, everybody's want to know where you were.
I reached out to them. Okay. I reached out to them. To no avail though. To no avail. I sent Beasley. I sent Beasley a message. Maybe about 3 weeks ago, about a month ago. I sent a text his way, got nothing. And then when I got back from Philly, I was, you know, I was smoking and I was kind of just thinking about everything. And I thought about P, and you know, I was like, you know what, you know, fuck it. I reached out to P, and I was like, you know, verbatim, I said something like, you know, can we have a serious conversation? You know, I'm not hitting you up to book a battle. I don't want to bash each other. Like, I just want to have a man-to-man. You know, I want, you know, and yeah, to no avail. You know, just completely ignored, no response. And you know, I don't like that because you know, if I never get booked on URL again, you know, that's all right. I think it's a little ridiculous how they've kind of treated a blog that really wasn't, you know, anything crazy, but I want closure, man. I don't know if that's a corny thing. You know, they did so much for me and I did so much for them over the course of 8 years. Like, even if it's like a you know, just get it out. Like, what was the issue? Like, what did you have, you know, what did you have a problem with my blog? Because it's like my blog was just all the problems that I had with, you know, and frustrations with you guys. Like, what didn't connect there? You know what I'm saying? Like, what didn't connect? Even if it's a fuck you, you know, don't hit us up again type of thing. It doesn't sit right with me. I don't call that corny, but like I just need kind of closure with them, and it's annoying that they won't give me that. So, you know, I reached out. We'll definitely never reach out again, and yeah, it's on them, and I don't see them hitting me up anytime soon. So it's just, it is what it is, man.
No, let me do two-part question. Do you think they take it personally, and are you taking it personally also because they didn't respond? Both sides.
I take it personally from them not responding, but in a pure way.
Right,
I
right,
want to
right,
speak to them.
right, right. Of course,
I
of course.
want to speak to them. I want to have that
Right.
conversation, even if they don't, or even if they want to keep it brief. Like I want to have that. Like, so what really, you know what I'm saying? Like, what happened? What
Mm.
happened here? When did, you know, where was the disconnect in what I spoke on, and you know what happened? So I mean taking offense to what I said, I mean, bro, artists that they work with have said so much worse. People have crashed out over URL. People have said crazy things about Beasley, crazy shit about Smack and Chico and all this shit, and they still fuck with them. They're still on cards, and they're still, so you know
You
what,
don't
man?
gotta
Like,
say names, Mike, but
I
we
know,
know.
I know.
We
You know,
know.
so it's like it's almost more understandable in that sense, because
Mm,
I already feel like they couldn't really care about me any less for
mm,
the last couple of years. So it's like I understand that they don't even care to fix that. You know what I mean? Because they just don't look at me, and I don't know if it was the Geechee or
mm.
if it was the tournament or something, but
Right,
they just, along the lines, they just stopped trying to give me those looks. So
right.
it's completely understandable that they don't give a fuck to have a conversation with me. You know what I'm saying? But you
Mm.
know, hey, dude, shout out to them. Shout out to them. I'm still gonna talk about their cards. I'm still gonna predict things. I'll still have watch parties, and I'll interview their artists after
Mm.
battles, before battles, and stuff like that. But yeah, it just kind of sucks.
You might not want to have this discussion, though, man. But damn, I want to see you in RBE so badly, brother.
Dude, listen, man. I have
Might be in
ARP.
a blue room.
Listen, man, I gave a mutual friend of ours, I gave him the green light to give ARP my number. He hasn't hit me up yet. He hasn't hit me up yet. So like I think he has my phone number. I'm sure he's a busy man. I'm busy sometimes too, but I'm here. I'm here for the conversation. And you know, he's mentioned me a bunch of times in the last couple months. I mentioned, it's like we have a back and forth where it's like he'll go live and his fans will be like, "Yo, did you talk to Mike P?" or "Yo," and then I'll go live and they'll be like, "Yo," every single live they're like, "Did you talk to ARP? Did you talk to ARP?" So it's like, no, we haven't, man. But I did give a mutual friend of ours you know, the okay to give him my number, and he said that he did. So you know, well, you know, if that conversation happens, it happens, but I definitely want to have that combo.
Yeah, I would like to see y'all have a convo. I think that would be dope to you know to be you on RBE. That would be crazy. Good
Yeah, I
Lord.
mean, I got to talk to him first. You know what
Yes,
I'm
have
you
a
know what I'm
conversation,
saying.
of course, of course.
If it's something that wants to turn into business, then
Mm.
we can. But you know, we got to have that conversation first.
Before I go here, I'm gonna ask you two more questions about the hustle situation and everything like that.
Yeah, of
What do you
course.
say to people that say that screenshot might not be legit because everyone screenshots a lot of shit in this era? What do you say to that?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nope.
Ooh.
Nothing.
Mm. All right, my
You know, a
brother.
lot of people say a bunch of invalid shit. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? But I stand on that. I know. I know the deal. I know the deal.
So when she responds back, because she knows she just said she's gonna do a show,
She'll
and
be speaking into the void. She'll be talking to a brick wall. I will not be there. I will
not
not be
true.
there. I couldn't last 7 seconds hearing her on Spaces without getting off. I will certainly not be taking time out of my day to sit down and listen to her speak. This is her. This is her doing.
Right.
This is shit that spawned from 3 years ago. She's
Mhm.
disrespecting me on the internet. She disrespected me in person. I said she'd lose a rap battle in a funny way, and you shit all over my wife and family. don't give a fuck about anything you have to say from there on. And like you said, you played that game, and I play that game very, very well. I don't play it often, but I play it well.
All right, my brother, can we
Free?
talk?
Great talking to you.
Listen, hold on. Can we talk after blackout?
No. Yes, of course. Of course. Dude.
All right. Peace and love, Mike.
Dude, I'm always here. I'm always here, bro.
Absolutely, man. You've been good to me throughout the years, man. I appreciate you, Mike.
Thank you, brother.
My God, man. Peace and love.
Shout out to you.